let's say I said I want to live to make the world a better place, right? That's not a supernatural claim. That's a personal goal. They're not even comparable in any way. You can't say there's evidence to live to make the world a better place. That's not even conceptually remotely similar to saying that there is a supernatural being who conducts all minute details of the universe.
Sir, if you stand there and tell me, Cliff, the purpose of my life is to make this world a better place, you will be making an incredible faith statement. What is the purpose of your life? What's driving you? What is your faith in? What's the object of your faith? Because obviously you have faith. Every atheist, every agnostic, every hedonist, narcissist, humanist, rationalist, Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, we all have faith. In other words, we all are living for something. We're all motivated, right? If you weren't motivated, you'd be lying in bed at home committing suicide. Obviously you're motivated. So, what are you living for, or who are you living for? And secondly, what's the evidence? This big bunch of evidence, it's obviously superior to evidence for the existence of God. What's this evidence that convinces you that whatever the object is reliable?
Well, I think that's a fallacy, because you're saying, what is the evidence for the thing I'm living for? But I'm not living for some being that exists, per se. I'm living because I'm alive.
You're
I mean, what more is there?
Because you're alive.
Right.
What does that mean?
Exactly. I mean, what does
You said it, I didn't say it. So explain what you mean.
I'm alive.
Yeah? And you're living because you're alive?
Yes.
Have you ever asked yourself, why should I not commit suicide?
Because why would I commit suicide? Why would I end my life?
Well, according to Camus, Albert Camus, when you begin to grapple with the meaninglessness, the absurdity of life, then you begin to realize, why should I continue to suck wind?
Before I answer that, I would like you to answer my original question, because you sort of sidestepped it. I was asking, why should I be punished? I never made the choice to lose my faith. I can't force myself to believe in a God. So why should I be punished for something that is completely out of my hands? And furthermore, if rationality is a gift from God, why should I be punished for using that gift? And it's in no way an active choice.
Okay. You see, sir, I was answering you head to head. What I'm trying to point out to you, sir, is the evidence for God's existence is so superior to the evidence of whatever it is, whatever other option you've chosen. It's scary. And that's why you're struggling to answer my question, which was an answer to your question. And if you'll just think it through...
Oh, my goodness.
All right, I'll put it this way again for you. I was invited to speak in a humanities class at Columbia University in New York City. And this humanities class was being taught by a postdoc student from England. Brilliant guy. So after speaking in this humanities class, I'm walking out with this postdoc guy at Columbia, and I say, you know, this was a fascinating class, Professor. I really appreciated the way you ran it. Let me ask you, what are you living for? And what's the evidence that what you're living for is reliable? And I love this guy. He had the honesty to look me in the face and say, I cannot answer your question. You see, sir, obviously what I'm doing is I'm challenging the living daylights out of you intellectually. When you stand out here and say to me, the evidence for the existence of God is so lacking that I just can't believe in God anymore. Because you see, what you're saying is, before I believe, I got to have X amount of evidence. And in order for me to believe, I must have X amount of evidence. Fine, I got no problem with that. But I'm going to have a real problem intellectually with you if you can't tell me now what you are living for and how it's supported by X amount of evidence.
The difference is, so let's say I said I want to live to make the world a better place, right? That's not a supernatural claim. That's a personal goal. They're not even comparable in any way. You can't say there's evidence to live to make the world a better place. That's not even conceptually remotely similar to saying that there is a supernatural being who conducts all minute details of the universe.
Sir, if you stand there and tell me, Cliff, the purpose of my life is to make this world a better place, you will be making an incredible faith statement. Who defines what's better?
Right, it's personally subjective.
Oh, yeah. You talk about opening the door for human arrogance. It's incredible.
Sure.
You talk about opening the door for colonialism and imperialism. You know, we folks, we will inform the world what's better. We Americans, we white folk, right? Yeah, baloney, right? So, you see how much faith you have when you say, the purpose of my life is to make this world a better place. Well, who defines better? Americans? White Americans? Republicans? Democrats?
How about me?
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think you are? You think you have the ability to tell the world how they can live a better life?
No, it wouldn't be me telling the world. It would be me, myself, saying I believe that my life has had value.
No, that's not what you said.
And you're still
You said
not
the purpose
answering
of
the
my
original
life is to
question.
make this world a better place.
According
Fine.
to my own standards.
Good. Who on earth do you think you are to inform the world that your definition of better is correct?